Hey guys, so today I am doing my February wrap up and March TBR. So, yeah, I have 5 books for my TBR and 6 books that I read this month. So, let's just get on to that. The first book that I read in February was Midwinter Blood by Marcus Sedgwick, and I got this from the library, so I don't have it in physical copy right now because I already returned it. But anyway, I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the concept of the book. It seemed very original. I really liked it. It was really different. However, I didn't think it was amazing. So, I mean, I couldn't rate it a full 5 stars, but I still definitely enjoyed it a lot and I would definitely recommend it. The second book I read this month was Shades of Earth by Beth Revis, the final book of the Across the Universe trilogy, which I also rated 4 stars. For the most part, I enjoyed this and it was a really good conclusion to the series. However, I think the beginning and the middle were kind of boring, honestly. Although it did pick up near the middle and the end, it picked up actually quite a lot, and it ended at a good point. However, also the ending was kind of abrupt, but oh well, I still mostly enjoyed this, and it was a solid conclusion to the trilogy. The next book that I read in February was Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott, which I also got from the library, and that one I rated 4.5 stars. There was nothing that I did not like about this book. It was just really, really good. I really liked the characters, the plot, just pretty much everything about the book. It was just really interesting. It was a really easy book to get through, and I can't wait for the other books to come out so I can read them. I think the second book is actually already out, I think. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be getting that soon. The next book I read this month was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and this I rated 3.5 stars. I really liked the art and the writing, and the plot was interesting, but honestly, it just wasn't what I expected because people said that this was amazing and phenomenal, and I just didn't really feel that way. I thought it was just okay. Like, still good, but just okay. It wasn't really like amazing like everyone played it up to be, but I would still recommend this. It was just like, I don't know. The next book I read in February was A Thousand Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, and I rated this 5 stars. This was amazing. First of all, the cover's amazing. Anyway, the characters, I just fell in love with every single character in the book. Every single character was like fleshed out. I it was just, yes, the characters had so much depth. I really liked every single one of them. And the story was so intriguing. Even when there wasn't action, it was still super interesting. And it was just a really good book overall. And I can't wait for the rest of the series because it's like really good so far. And the final book I read this month was Undivided by Neil Schusterman, which is the final book in the Unwind Dystology, which I borrowed from the library. And I just finished it yesterday and I rated it 4 stars. I think the beginning and the kind of the middle were boring, honestly, but the end, it really picked up, and the ending was really satisfying. I think it was just like a very good, basically perfect ending. I really liked the ending of this series. I just really like the ending and like the end part. That's mostly why this is rated 4 stars because honestly the beginning and middle was kind of meh, but it was still pretty good, I guess. So now on to my March TBR. The first book that I want to read in March, or one of the books that I want to read in March, doesn't really matter when. Anyway, is Inland by Kat Rosenfield. I got this in January, so I really want to read this. It seems really interesting. So yeah. I also want to read All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, which I got in February. This just seems like a quick read, kinda. I mean, it's not super short, but it seems like a quick and interesting read. I also want to read Nil by Lynn Mapson in March because this seems just very interesting, very intriguing, very. That seems like the only two words I'm saying this whole video, but anyway, it just seems like a really cool, good book. This probably might be one of the first books that I read in March because I've been wanting to read this for a while. So, yeah. I also want to read Splintered by A.G. Howard. This is one of the first fairy tale retelling books that I'll be reading, and probably one of the only ones because I don't know if I really like this genre yet. So I'll start out with this, and if I like it, I'll continue on with the series and maybe possibly do other fairy tale retelling series. I don't know, probably not, but we'll just see how this is. And if I have time, which I probably will, I also want to get to Side Effects May Vary by Julie Murphy because this also seems like a book I'll easily be able to get through. It's not that long, it's not that short either, but it's probably like 300 something pages. So about average, but it seems like a really interesting book. It seems like a book I would fly through, honestly. So I want to read this. So that's it for my February wrap up and March TBR, and I will see you guys next time in my next video. Bye!